Chapter 4, Rediscovering Your Core, Identifying What Truly Matters. Introduction, the search for meaning. Midlife is often a time of reckoning, a time when the weight of past decisions, missed opportunities, and unexamined dreams begins to feel heavier. It's also a time when the daily grind of work, family obligations, and societal expectations starts to lose its luster. Many men in this stage of life begin to ask the most fundamental question: what truly matters? The process of rediscovering your core, the essence of who you are, requires a deep, honest look inward. This chapter explores the importance of reconnecting with your authentic self, understanding your values, and uncovering what really matters to you beyond the confines of your career and external roles. When you identify what matters most, you gain the clarity and purpose to live a life that is aligned with your true self rather than living according to someone else's expectations. The quest for authenticity. As men approach midlife, they often face a crisis of authenticity. The version of themselves that they have projected to the world may no longer feel in sync with who they are on the inside. The pressures to meet external expectations, whether those of society, family, or their own past selves, can leave them feeling disconnected from their core values. At midlife, many men look around and realize that their life has been defined largely by roles they have played: father, husband, provider, employee. But who are they when all those roles fade into the background? The key to rediscovering your core is peeling back the layers of external pressures and expectations to reconnect with the intrinsic values and passions that form the foundation of your identity. The role of values in defining your core. One of the most powerful ways to rediscover your core is to reflect on your values. Your values serve as your inner compass. They guide your decisions, shape your actions, and give your life direction. When you are living in alignment with your values, life feels meaningful and purposeful. When you stray from them, it can lead to a sense of emptiness or dissatisfaction. Here are a few steps to help you rediscover your core values. 1. Reflect on past fulfillment. Look back at times in your life when you felt truly fulfilled, times when you were proud of your actions, your decisions, or your contributions. What were you doing at those moments? Who were you with? What values were you living in alignment with? Whether it was during a time of career success, personal achievement, or a deep connection with others, these moments can help you identify the values that resonate most with you. 2. Examine your current life. Take a step back and evaluate how your current life aligns with your values. Do your daily actions reflect your core beliefs? Are there areas of your life where you feel disconnected or inauthentic? This examination is not about judgment. It's about gaining clarity on where you are now and where you want to go. 3. Ask yourself meaningful questions. Consider questions that challenge you to explore deeper truths about yourself. What do I want my legacy to be? If money and time were no object, how would I spend my life? What kind of impact do I want to have on my family, friends, or community? What is the one thing that makes me feel most alive? These questions encourage introspection and will guide you toward uncovering the values that matter most to you. 4. Prioritize your values. Once you have a clearer understanding of your values, it's time to prioritize them. Which values do you hold most dear? Which ones do you want to focus on in the next chapter of your life? By identifying your top values, you can begin to make decisions and take actions that align with them. Reconnecting with passion and purpose. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to lose touch with the passions that once fueled your excitement. Rediscovering your core often involves reconnecting with the things that once brought you joy and ignited your sense of purpose. These passions could have been sidelined during your career or family responsibilities, but they're still part of who you are. Here are a few ways to reconnect with your passions. 1. Revisit hobbies and interests. Think back to activities you loved before life became consumed by work and obligations. Whether it's playing an instrument, painting, writing, hiking, or any other pursuit, rediscovering these hobbies can reignite a sense of joy and purpose. 2. Explore new interests. Sometimes the things that once brought you joy no longer hold the same appeal. This is natural as we evolve over time. If that's the case for you, explore new interests. Attend classes, take up a new sport, or volunteer for causes that speak to your heart. New passions can breathe fresh life into your daily routine and help you find new ways to define your purpose. 3. Create meaningful connections. Passion often flourishes in the context of meaningful relationships. Reconnect with friends and family who share your values or seek out new communities that inspire you. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage you to pursue your passions can provide the support and accountability needed to rediscover your core. Letting go of external validation. In midlife, many men are still driven by the desire for external validation, the need to be recognized, admired, and praised by others. While validation from others is not inherently bad, it can become a burden when it dictates your decisions and actions. Letting go of the need for external validation is essential to rediscovering your core and finding true fulfillment. Here's how you can start letting go of this need. 1. Shift from seeking approval to seeking fulfillment. Instead of constantly asking, "What will others think of me?" ask yourself, "Does this align with my values? Is this fulfilling for me?" By focusing on fulfillment rather than approval, you can make decisions that are true to your core. 2. Embrace self-validation. Begin to affirm your own worth and value. Recognize your achievements, even the small ones, and celebrate the person you are becoming, not just the person you once were. Self-validation helps build inner strength and reduces the need for external recognition. 3. Practice self-acceptance. Let go of the pressure to meet societal expectations. The idea of success is subjective, and your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Embrace who you are, with all of your imperfections and growth, and focus on creating a life that feels authentic to you. Defining your legacy. As you move through midlife, the concept of legacy often becomes more important. You may begin to think about how you will be remembered and what you want to leave behind. Defining your legacy is not just about material wealth, it's about the impact you have on others and the world around you. Ask yourself, what kind of legacy do I want to leave for my family? How do I want to be remembered by my children, friends, and colleagues? What values do I want to pass down to future generations? Your legacy doesn't have to be grand or public, it can be the quiet, everyday impact you have on those closest to you. It's about living in a way that reflects your core values and leaves a meaningful imprint on the world. Practical steps for rediscovering your core. 1. Engage in regular reflection. Set aside time each week or month to reflect on your values, passions, and goals. Journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in quiet contemplation can help clarify what truly matters to you. 2. Take action toward your values. Once you've identified your core values, take intentional steps toward living in alignment with them. Whether it's making career changes, spending more time with family, or pursuing a new hobby, small actions can lead to profound shifts. 3. Simplify your life. Letting go of excess, whether it's material possessions, unhealthy habits, or draining relationships, can help you focus on what matters most. A simpler life allows for greater clarity and more space to connect with your authentic self. 4. Set meaningful goals based on your values. Set clear, actionable goals that align with your purpose. These goals should inspire and motivate you rather than serving as a measure of external success. Conclusion: living your truth. Rediscovering your core is a process that requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to explore what truly matters. It's about shedding the roles, labels, and expectations that no longer serve you and embracing the person you are at your deepest level. When you reconnect with your values, passions, and sense of purpose, you open the door to a life that is both fulfilling and authentic. You no longer have to live in the shadow of others' expectations. By rediscovering your core, you begin to live your truth.